Hello everyone, I just wanted to make a sort of day one progression video for my Dominating Blow character. It is now the beginning of day two. I haven't played anything on day two yet. My character at the end of day one was level 83. I'm still on a 4 link. I have a little bit over 4k life, and I just kind of want to show what my gem setup looks like. So in case you're following the guide and you don't know how to squeeze everything in when you don't have all of your gem slots, you can see what I sacrificed for it. My run through the campaign was a bit longer than normal. It was about 6 hours and some change. I kind of deliberately slowed myself down to do some Vaal side areas, look for Vaal Domination. I'll get to that. And I also did like some Jun and some Alva while I was leveling. Passive tree looks like this. I took the Arcane Capacitor wheel earlier than I intended to while I was leveling, and it made it so that I had pretty low life while leveling, so you might want to hold off on that. It did make mana reservations pretty comfy, though. Still missing a Staff Master here. That's my next point. I also need some extra intelligence, so I've just pathed down here for the 30. I'll clean that up once I get some intelligence on gear. And yeah, that's about it for the passive tree. Gear, my staff is just a +1 level socket of gems. I don't even have my Dom Blow set up in this yet because I couldn't get the colors I needed. And I was really low on chromes. It's got some attack speed. It really is just the attack speed, and it's a good base. The passive tree on the Crucible passive tree so far, I got attack speed, which is great. Crit chance, which is useless to me, but it would be good to someone else using this maybe. +2 weapon range, that's fantastic. And then socket of gems are supported by level 25 arrogance. That's useless, but I wonder if that could have been a more useful scale gem or support gem, and then that would have been a lot more, that would have been very powerful if that was a good support gem. Gear, everything here so far is SSF. I haven't bought a single piece of gear. The only item I have from another player is my faster attacks gem here, that a friend muled to me while I was leveling, because Templar can't buy faster attacks in Act 2 anymore. Everything here I either picked up off the ground or crafted with like 1 or 2 essences and like a bench craft and nothing else. I managed to get a ring with Mana Leech, so I was able to drop Clarity Aura. And I will post the POB in the description of this video for the current sort of day one character. The DPS is going to be very low because, like I said, it's a 4 link and there's like nothing set up here. But I'm comfortably into yellow maps. I've started working on yellow maps. Vaal Domination, I wanted to get to that, so I'm going to start a map here, and I don't need to do anything to it. I cannot sing the praises of Vaal Domination enough. It is so good. It is like exactly what I wanted for this skill. The extra minions that you get, first of all, they have huge strike range, so they don't get in the way of your other minions. The fact that you can save 3 charges of it and that it lasts so long, my Vaal Domination right now lasts almost a minute, 49.2 seconds. I can summon 3 of them, and in a dense enough map, I can have another 3 charges by the time they expire. At the very least, you can like always have 1 of them walking around with you. This temporal bubble is a really bad mod for us. But actually, this is a good time to just pop the 3 Vaal Dominations. You can see these huge guys come out, and you can see they hit in chunks. This thing has life regen, and they don't care. They just hit in huge chunks. And remember, this is a 4 link. And one of the links is melee splash, so it's basically a 3 link. I'll do the Crucible once I get some minions. One of my Spectres died. That's okay. Yeah, Vaal Domination is just so good. I'm working on this staff here. Let's go this way. I would normally actually wait to refresh my Vaal Domination minions, but I think I could just go like this. I'm not going to go all the way with that Crucible. I found that kind of just charging it a little bit and working on it piece by piece is the way to go for now, at least while I'm on a 4 link. Maybe when I get a 5 or 6 link, I can start pushing that further. So my idea is just to get a whole bunch of Crucible trees on different war staves, and then when I get the opportunity to melt them together, hopefully I have a collection of actually good Crucible trees. And you can see I already have 2.5 charges of Vaal Domination. They like just expired like 5 seconds ago, and I already have almost filled the charges, and that's with stopping to do the Crucible. So like now I have these three big boys again, and they're so good. They do so much damage. They're basically invincible. Like because they have the 70% reduced damage taken. I'm gonna sell that temple actually here. Because that's I don't have a lot of currency yet. So oh, never mind. He didn't want it. Yeah, because they take so little damage, they're basically invincible, and that's exactly what this skill needed. One of the struggle points of this skill is when you... Oh, I should have waited till I had... Actually, I've already basically refreshed Vaal Domination. It's crazy how fast you can refresh it. Like, once these guys go away, I'm immediately going to have 3 more. Yeah, so here's 3 more. And one of the things this skill struggles with is on bosses that can kill your minions, it feels like you just can't ramp on them. But if you have... Like, once you get your Vaal Domination charges, which will take a little while on some bosses because you don't start with your Vaal charges. But once you have them, they do so much damage and they just don't die. They're just so tanky. And they don't get in the way of your other minions because their strike range is enormous. And they have great AoE. I'm wondering if I can even drop the melee splash from the build because they have so much AoE. But I probably would still keep the melee splash just because it's nice to, you know, to have it in order to actually get the Vaal souls to summon these guys. I think that's about all I had to talk about for now. Just gonna finish this map and think what else I'm missing. I still have to go over gem links so you can see what I took out and what I kept. Nothing like I haven't taken out anything from the build. It's just that I am not able to fit everything yet because I don't have the gem slots for it. So far I have 2 divine. I had 1 natural divine drop yesterday on a map, and I found a profane proxy yesterday that for some reason that's selling for a divine. I'm guessing it has something to do with the new saboteur setup. I wish I had a remnant of corruption for this. But like these things are great for essences too, because essences can be a struggle point for this. I used to run Herald of Purity early in maps, just for essences, because Herald of Purity can summon minions on essences, and Vaal Domination, or not Vaal, Dominating Blow can't, because Dominating Blow only summons either on kill or on hitting a unique enemy, not a rare enemy. Herald of Purity can summon on hitting a rare enemy. But I don't think I need to anymore. I think Vaal Domination has just completely solved that. It's just such a good Vaal skill. It has practically 100% uptime with all 3 of them. And this is on like... This is an Alcan Go tier 7 map. Like, this is nothing. On a real map, it's gonna be 100% uptime. Other than the start of the map when you don't have your Vaal souls yet. But still, like I said, I cannot praise it enough. It is so good. It is so well designed. It is exactly what I wanted for this skill. And I've been playing this skill for a long time. So, good job. GGG, whoever designed Vaal Domination, you did a great job. Let's go to Hideout, and I'll go over my gems real quick so you can see what I have and what I'm missing. My auras right now are Determination, Skitterbots, Vitality, Dreadbanner. I have Vitality right now because I don't have my defensive gems for my Spectres. You can see one still died in that map. I have, what's my Spectre? Spectre, Holy Relic, Feeding Frenzy, Maim. So this is all offensive. I would like to have Minion Life and Meat Shield here. And eventually replace Holy Relic with Animate Guardian, but I don't have the gem slots for it. So for now, I'm just using Vitality and hoping that the combination of Vitality and Convocation and Life Regen from the tree, Minion Life Regen from the tree, is enough to maintain the Spectres. It's usually not. I'm usually resummoning Spectres every couple of maps. So I have a spare Desecrate in my inventory. For some reason, Desecrate is only remembering 1 Spectre and not all of them, so I only have Carnage Chieftains right now, and I'm not sure why that is. Like, I could go back and get a Host Chieftain, but it's just a pain to go back every time. I'm not using Vulnerability or Pride right now just because I don't have the gem sockets for them. Vulnerability would be really nice to fit in somewhere. I've been really unlucky with Crumbs. I think I have Crumbs now. I have 27. Like, last time I was trying to recolor my gear, I had, like, 7 chromes, and it was not enough. So, Skitterbots, Vitality, Convocation, this Frost Bomb is just for dealing with life regen enemies and with the Maven putting life regen on bosses. It's because I had the extra blue socket. If this was red, it would be vulnerability. But because I was low on chromes, this is blue, and so it's Frost Bomb. Frost Bomb is entirely only specifically for dealing with high life regen enemies. You don't need it. I like to have it as a gem swap normally, like swap out something that you don't need all the time. Vulnerability I would like to actually have though. Up here, Summon Carrying Golem, cast some damage taken, Molten Shell, Life Tap. This is just the correct cast some damage taken setup. I accidentally leveled this Life Tap 2 levels, but it doesn't really matter. This order is important because from your cast on damage taken, it will check clockwise first on which gems it's going to cast. So the first thing it's going to cast is Molten Shell. If you had done it like this, where cast on damage taken is here, first thing it's going to cast is Carrion Golem. And then if you don't have enough life to cast Molten Shell, it's not going to cast Molten Shell. So it's important to understand the order of triggered gems like this. Dominating Blow, Multi-Strike, Impale, Melee Splash. That is my 4-link right now. It's in my boot, so it has no plus levels. And you see I just cleared that map, no problem. The tier, I think that was tier 7, right? Forbidden Woods? Forbidden... It was a tier 7. Really smooth progression into maps. All my gear, like I said, is really, really basic. I have barely over 4k life. I have capped resists. 0 on chaos, which is good enough for now. Flasks are not set up properly yet at all. I have freeze flask, which I actually don't need. I've managed to get a divine vessel and got my freeze immunity. I think that's it. Oh, here's Dread Banner, Leap Slam, faster attacks, determination. So that's all I have for gems. So I'm missing my Animate Guardian, Minion Life, Mate Shield, vulnerability, and 2 links to Dread Banner or to Dominating Blow, which would be Predator and Minion damage. And then there will be a gem swap later for Brutality instead of Melee Splash. Only when I'm bossing. Melee Splash will stay there for mapping. Yeah, that's it. If you're playing the build, I hope you're enjoying it. Feel free to leave any feedback on the build if you've tried it. I hope you're enjoying the league start. I'm loving the league so far. So I will probably make more videos on this league. That's it for now. Have a great day. Excuse me. Have a great day.